What's going on, everyone? So Bronny James looked very impressive. Now, obviously, one summer league game, I get it. But for a guy and what we saw in last year's summer league compared to this year's summer league, was night and day. He looked composed. He looked confident, right? He was hitting shots. He's playing defense, right? He looked like a guy that was just better than everybody. Showed up on the court. Hey, I'm not trying to get hurt. I'm just trying to show everybody that, hey, I'm here. And he did. He started off with a steal, a tomahawk dunk, ended up hitting a three on his next shot, right? Was just, everywhere scrappy defensively, right? And one of the things that I talked about very heavily going into Summer League, as well as the example that I use, is Max Christie from year one to year two. Because in year one, you saw kind of a lot of what you see from rookie guys, right? And I talk about how you get these rookies that are already on the team and they kind of play like they're trying to make the team. It's like, you're already on the team, just play the game, right? Just let things go to you. But they try to do a little too much, right? Where last year was I would have rather had that from Bronny. It's like Bronny it's like he didn't want to stand out or something. It's like, dude, we need you to, right? Especially with all the naysayers and all the haters and all that stuff, right? But Bronny James this go around really showed everything you wanted to see. And look, if we're being honest, he is exactly what this Lakers team needs. Young, athletic, two-way type of talent and player. His shot looks different. He adjusted and tweaked his shot, right? It's just, you can tell he has more confidence in it. It's a lot more smoother. I said he was a lot more in command out there, a lot more in control, making decisions, right? Just getting after it. He had his hand in everything defensively, right? The guy was just a menace out there defensively. It looked like Max Christie in year two, right? Where you saw the difference between game or season one, where it was just like Max Christie's kind of all over the place, needs to kind of settle in and focus, to where all of a sudden it's like, oh no, this guy's the best player on the court. Right? And this guy's just going half speed and just doing and getting whatever he wants. Kind of how Bronny feels. Right? And look, Lakers traded Max Christie for Luka Doncic, so it's very justified. However, we really could use a guy like Max Christie badly. A legit 3-and-D, versatile kind of guard wing that can slot in and defend the best player on the other team. Right. Well, it just so happens that Bronny James could potentially be that. Bronny James could honestly potentially be that legit 3-and-D wing for the Lakers. Not so much a wing, more of a guard. Max Christie's got 2 inches on Bronny James, 6'3" compared to 6'5". But again, with such a big guard in Luka, you can go with Bronny James as that 6'3". The guy is insanely athletic. Hyper athletic. Right. So I really do like the potential and upside with a Bronny James and what he can provide. And I could see him being a little bit of a Max Christie replacement. I don't want to get as high as that yet, but you're starting to see the progress and signs in that direction. Starting to see what Bronny James could potentially be. And he's looked at as a guy that's supposed to be potentially a rotation piece and player next season. As soon as the offseason began for the Lakers, there were reports that hey, Bronny James is probably going to be in the rotation next year, or the Lakers are looking for Bronny James to be in the rotation next year. And it makes sense. Dude, you're in year two. At some point, you got to start playing. You got to start doing something. And look, the guy had all the talent. People forget this guy was supposed to be a lottery pick coming into the draft before he had cardiac arrest. The guy was one of the best prospects coming out of high school, right? Not just because he was LeBron James' kid, but because he was actually a really good basketball player. And then he suffered cardiac arrest, and it kind of set him back, right? Well, now you're starting to see some of that promise. You're starting to see some of that growth. You're starting to see some of that potential. You're starting to see all the things that you want to see from a guy like Bronny James. Right? The fact that he's even playing basketball again is amazing, right? Is ridiculous, right? So to me, I want to see that young man continue to grow and progress. I want to see that young man continue to play to hit the best of his abilities and keep taking those strides and prove those naysayers wrong. I'm not expecting him to be a superstar, right? I talked about this with Max Christie as well. Like, I don't need him to necessarily be a superstar. Not every player on your team can be a superstar, right? You need those role guys. You need those dirty work guys. You need the guy that's willing to invest and play defense and dive for loose balls and, just be the initiator and play off ball and do all that stuff. And what did Bronny James say after the game? Said, I understand, right? There's going to be guys, teams are looking for that are going to average 15 to 20 points a game. Right now, I'm not one of those guys. Right now, if I want to play and I want to get rotation minutes, I need to be a defensive guy. I need to be a dirty work guy. He needs to be a guy that can defend. He needs to be a guy that can get after it. He's going to have his games just over the natural course of the season. Right? He's going to have those games here and there. He's going to have games where he looks, man, this guy might be the best player on the team in 5 years. And there's going to be moments where it's like, this guy's going to be off the team in 5 years, right? Like, you're going to have those different contrasts. Part of a young player's growth and development. You're going to have good nights. You're going to have bad nights. You're going to have in-between nights. He's going to have games where he goes and gives you 20. He's going to have games where he goes and gives you 2, right? And there's 2 with 13 from the floor or something crazy like that. Again, it's part of the progress, part of the growth, right? But I'm glad that Bronny knows and understands his role on this team because it's the exact role we need and need desperately. Lakers need Bronny James to be that. If he could just be a Lou Dort type, just relentless on the defensive side, knock down the open 3 ball, but is willing to be the scrapper, do the dirty work, make the hustle plays, just be in the teeth of the defense. That is perfect. You know how bad the Lakers could use another Caruso, Lou Dort type of player? And Bronny James has the athleticism, the IQ, all of it, the defensive readiness to where he could be that as soon as this season. Coming off the bench, just, hey, you know your role, you know what we need from you, go do it. Even if he's just a more athletic Gabe Vincent, right? Like, that's great. Right? Like, again, not that long ago where the Lakers signed Gabe Vincent and we were all like, dude, Lakers just came up, right? It's just injuries and all that other stuff with him. Kind of just put a bad taste in everyone's mouth, right? So I really like what we saw from Bronny James. Obviously, I get it's one game. I don't think it's going to change. I think that's who he is now. You started to see... The reason I believe that's who he is now, not just because of one summer league game, because of what you saw during the course of the regular season. You saw him go from this like shy turtle in his shell to him really kind of like, hey, I'm taking the shell off entirely. And I mean, just started torching. I mean, look at like the last game with the Lakers stuff. I mean, he was killing in the G League. He was clearly better than everybody in the G League. I mean, the guy's putting up like 40-point games in the G League. Like it's another Tuesday. Like the guy is every bit the part. But that's what I'm saying. You saw the trajectory. You saw the progression as the season progressed. Say what you want about Bronny James. The kid is a hard worker. That's what literally every single person, people that hate LeBron are like, dude, that guy kid works, right? Because he wants to pave his own path. And I love that, right? I feel whatever, nepotism, but that's how the world works. Wake up, right? Like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. Like, nepotism. Like, yeah, goofy, it's nepotism. You know what I wish I had? Nepotism. You know what you wish you had? Nepotism. You know why you're crying about nepotism? Is because you don't have it, right? So again, like, it's silly. That's how the world works. It's not what you know, it's who you know most of the time, right? I don't care about him being a nepo baby. Like, I care about him being a good basketball player. Yes, your father is LeBron James, and that's why you're on the Lakers. Great. What can you do for the Lakers? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to see. And I think he's going to do wonders for the Lakers. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.